But this thing looks like El Collapso, just to be very technical jargon here. So this is, again, what I try and do in the pre-market session, see if there are any arbitrage opportunities. Sometimes you don't even see these prices in the regular session where it's, trading at a certain level. So I got filled above 310, 1,500 shares in the pre-market session on Moderna, sold short. So it's a bit tricky down here. Moderna, there is a bit of support, but I don't think it's going to hold. I mean, you have this key reversal holding it up. You have these two narrow range bars. 316, I think, is the high on the last 2 days. Maybe you sneak above that. The smart thing is probably just to put a sell stop and let it confirm if you're right or not. I just am selling into this higher opening, and I just think that maybe this higher opening in the Qs is also going to be BS. So we are going to get a higher opening as of now. I've got 20 minutes to go. It has been kind of sliding a little bit in the morning. Went over 360. Now it's about 359 and a half. Let's see where these Qs are trading. 359 and a half. It got over 360, closed at 358.39. So it's up about 120 on the Qs. And again, I think that what I think I'm seeing, these shapes can always be overturned. See this double top, head and shoulders. So there was a key reversal on, when was it? It was Thursday or something, made a new high, closed on the low. Friday, went to a high, closed on the low. And then, same thing yesterday, went to a high, closed on the low. So, but I also said that it's a very tricky area in here. When you got to get through price history like this, it's not easy. And so, I always kind of look for, what I call this elastic band, where you kind of get a pullback. I actually like to see a higher opening where you pull back in that rubber band. And then if it starts failing, then you got energy to collapse. But, there's always a chance, that this is a bottom. And you go up and you do something like this, and I don't really see it. I play these visualization games, but it's just hard in here. This is just a very tricky zone, and I never learned my lesson. I should, whenever I get a push and you get a push, it's just take those pushes, wait for a rebound, and then you can try it again. Take some risk off. I've got a lot of risk on today. I'm also short Facebook. I've had a nice trade in that, 8,000 shares short, and it's down about $12 since I got in. So I've made about 140 grand very quietly in Facebook. I haven't even been paying attention to that. But this thing looks like El Collapso, just to be very technical jargon here. This thing's got a beautiful kind of double top. Head and shoulders here. And the right shoulder is lower than the left. So you got this drooping neckline. And frankly, I don't think it's even started yet. Basically, it's just going to start when it gets to 318. So I think we're 321 today. I got short, in a rally right here. I saw that previous key reversal day. And so, whenever I see those reversals, I think, well, that's my risk. So, if the market rallies, I've got less risk. If I short it there, then that's my risk versus, shorting it, down here. So I got in a nice trade. I sold into that rally at 332, and I think we're going to open at 321 today. Gap lower. And I'm always, afraid of these gaps. They always come back and fill them. It's like they did it yesterday. Went higher, you can see it opened lower, then went higher, and then collapsed. So Facebook this pattern is looking very bad. There's a lot of talk about this is trading at a really good multiple, It's a good buying opportunity. I hear that a lot. Maybe, we'll see. But right now, Facebook is trading 322, down $3 in the pre-market session. So I don't know if I'd add, I mean, it's tricky. It's already fallen. It's gapping down. So where's my Facebook position is right there. I actually got rid of 700 shares on the close yesterday. So I, making, about 25 grand in this position, including this, probably more that I punched out of. I'm also, currently short Moderna, which I just shorted. I have Roblox. I got out of half my position last night, and I think that's a good one to short. And then I got all these puts in the queues. You can see I had 300 yesterday. I just added to it. I was making a nice score, and now it's going to go all backwards on the opening. So, and then in my other account, I've got, I think, 5,000 shares. So, I mean, I made a nice score on Facebook just quietly. So this is my other account where's my Facebook? I have 5,000 shares short of Facebook. I was making 32, now another 3. You can add another 15 on that. So I've quietly made it, some nice bank on that. I still got this Helen of Troy, which I shorted at the opening. I was losing like 40,000, and then it's kind of quietly coming back in my favor. And then I have some Beyond Meat puts. I have the QQQ puts in this. I was making some nice bank in that, and it's going to go backwards. So we'll see what happens today. You got to retake the same territory with these Qs every day. So then again, this is what I try and do in the open market. If I think something's going to drop and it's trading higher, so I got some off at 70.59 of the 4,000 I tried. I got filled on 513, and then they dropped a bid on me on Roblox. So I'm just going to leave that in there, and 70.45. We'll see what happens. So let's see. Moderna is opening higher. Qs 84, Beyond about unchanged. Facebook down 4. Tesla already at 803. So I'm looking for a pullback on this. Hopefully, see what the market does here.
Roblox is up a bit.
Roblox is, yeah, I would sell into that. So your question was, what should I do with that? I would just sell that and use yesterday's, like around the 73. So I'd risk about $3 on that. Or you could put a sell stop under yesterday's low around 70.10 and do it that way. So you can see these Qs are starting to get punched right now. I do not think they will hold. They have to consolidate yesterday's low. I think we have to go back to 358. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So when it's, 360 and looks, bright and cheery, very hard to kind of visualize. But that's why you got to look at the pattern. You got to look at the big picture. So you can see now Beyond Meat is crashing. Was it 105? It's now 103. And I suspect that thing's going to get torn apart. You just cannot keep this thing alive. So yeah, you see we went to the lows. Now we just bounced quickly off that. So again, if you look at the short term, this is the heart attack that you are engaged in. All of these, and this is, goes from 357 to 359, back to 357, back to 3. So this is the heart attack that you sign up for right now when you're trading these things. But that's why you got to just slow it down and look at the bar, look at the daily bar. Now, if you want to get short, put a stop above today's high. It's probably, something that you could do, but you could easily go and hit that high and then die again.
So you can see, yeah, 45, it's 1.3 million.
$1.3 million short.
So popped out a profit for 118,000 there.
So you can see how this is going crazy now. You can see how the market just going nuts.
I bet like $1.6 million on this position. I'm showing right now $23,000 gain.